Hey guys, I'm back with another one of my collectibles. Today I have some different figures here. This is from a company called Newage. These are mini Transformers, and we have the Insecticons. So this is kind of cool. Newage has been doing some really good mini Transformers, and I figured it would fit right in with our the world's smallest Transformers. So that's why I went ahead and got them. They look pretty cool in the box here. They come in robot mode. And you can see you have Kickback, Shrapnel, and Bombshell. So really nice packaging, nice box art. Box art on all the sides is different, so that's really nice that they did it that way. On the side of the box, turn it over here, you've got them in the alt mode, the insect mode. I think they look really good. Then you got robot mode, and then you got the back of the box. I think they really did a nice job on all of the box art. Alright, well, I think we are ready to kind of crack it open here, so we'll go ahead and we'll just open the box. We'll see what we have here. So yeah, I mean, I've been pretty happy with this is my first Newage figure. But a lot of people have been very happy with the quality of Newage, and they are the smallest Transformers that are out. They're not really Legend size, they're definitely a lot smaller than Legend size. So here you go, there's the tray, come with little Energon cubes, nice little clamshell for easy storage. But there you go, here's these guys in their robot mode. So we'll take a look at Shrapnel. I think he looks pretty nice. Got some good paint on them. These figures are all ball joints, so. But that's okay. I mean, ball joints are fine. If they pop off, they pop off. And you have Kickback, which once again, I think they did a good job. You can instantly tell who this figure is. They've got some nice detailing on the visor, the red eyes. They are going to be coming out with a tune accurate set as well, so they're going to have, you know, the gray parts for the next set they're going to be putting out. But I wanted the toy colors. And we got Bombshell. So just going ahead and doing a 360 view. But yeah, I think they look good in robot mode. And like I said, they're highly articulated. I'm not going to go through and show articulation. You can kind of get the idea. There's a World's Smallest Transformers red alert, so you can kind of get an idea of the scale of these figures. They're roughly about, I would say they're probably about maybe 6 centimeters tall, I would imagine. Probably about 6 to 7 centimeters tall. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll start transforming Bombshell here. So the transformations are fairly simple on these guys. Just going to flip the chest down and then just kind of rotate this whole entire piece here and then flip that back up. So that's the first step. It's real simple. So the next thing you're going to do is you're just going to basically just take the legs and just kind of open them up a little bit. And then you're just going to basically flip this whole piece and kind of compress the legs inward. This is very reminiscent of the way the Fans Toys Insecticons also transform pretty much. I mean, obviously it has G1 similarities as well, but these definitely tailor a little bit towards a masterpiece. And then you're just going to basically kind of turn the leg inward and just kind of tab in those arms. Just basically just going to press them inside. You'll see that it's hard to see on the video, but there's little tabs that are just going to lock all that stuff in place on the bottom there. Very, very simple. It's really easy to figure out even if you're not watching a video. I just followed the instructions. The instructions are pretty good for all three of these bots. Yep, but basically you're just going to compress all that together, and then you're going to have a little insect mode. And just put the little feet down. Just compress them in there. And just flip your feet forward. And there you go. And take his little weapon, put it in his snout, and we have Mr. Bombshell. And like I said, it's a really good feeling plastic, so I'm real happy with the quality of the actual plastic. All right, so we're gonna go ahead for Kickback. Just turn his head around, and then just kind of flip his chest open. And then flip those little talons out, and then flip the chest back. Like I said, most of these transformations are pretty simple. You can kind of figure it out. Now this part's a little tricky. You're going to want to pull the arm out of the joint. So there's a little joint there. Pull it down. These are ball joints. They could pop off. And then what you're going to do is you're kind of going to do like a twisting motion. So you're going to kind of twist that down and then rotate. And this, like I said, this takes a little bit, and if you accidentally pop a ball joint, not a big deal. I mean, you can just pop it right back on. That's the nice thing about having ball joints. You really can't break a ball jointed figure, honestly. I'd actually prefer just having the ball joints just because they're basically indestructible. And then you're just going to peg the two arms together. Now this is going to look a little weird, but that is the way the instructions show it. So that's kind of what you're going to have after you're done. You're basically just plugging those in. Alright, so moving on to the next part here. We're going to basically put the toes down and split the legs. So you're going to have something that looks like this, like a Van Damme. And then you're going to just fold those legs forward. Now just watch the motion here. You'll see those barrels on his hips there are turning. Just keep an eye on those barrels. They look like a straight head screwdriver slot. So you want those two barrels facing towards you at this point, and then just kind of do a flip. And you can see he's starting to turn into his insect mode. And you can just flip the wings up. And you can just push the abdomen part down. This is just going to take a little bit of adjusting. You can kind of pull everything out a little bit. Just kind of adjust it a little bit to your liking. I don't think there's any real wrong way of doing this as far as the adjustment. Because it's articulated, you have the ability to kind of move the legs any which way you want. If you want them farther spread apart or closer together. There you go. You've got Mr. Kickback. All right. Now we've got Mr. Shrapnel here. And go ahead and just open up his chest. Alright. Now this is a little bit tricky, it's pretty cool transformation. Move the arms out of the way. Just kind of crack apart those thigh areas. This is going to be kind of like a couple movements here. Just going to kind of flip that bottom piece around. And do the same thing for the other side. Just kind of crack it open. And then flip that bottom piece around. Alright, so you're going to have something that looks like that. And then you can just kind of move that whole joint forward. And just kind of squeeze it together. And there you go, there's one leg. And you're going to do the same thing for the other side. It's actually a very nice transformation. These are those little tricks that I really appreciate engineering-wise that they do for these figures. And then you can just kind of click the legs together. They just all tab together real nicely. Alright, and now we just have to get those arms tabbed in. So they're just real simple. I mean, you're basically just going to tab those arms right in. It's just very simple. Just tab them in. There's one arm that's done. Do the same thing for the other arm. Just tab it right in to the fists. Alright, and then we just have to just move his, I don't know what you want to call those, I guess feelers or feet or whatever. I don't really know what you call them on the insect. Just move those, just adjust it. Basically, at this point, you're done with transformation. You just have to adjust it the way you want it to look. And there you go. There's Mr. Shrapnel. Alright, well there's all three bugs transformed. Very, very happy with the quality. Just wanted to bring in some G1. So here are the G1 Insecticons, just to kind of give you a comparison of the size. So we'll just go through one by one the comparison of the size between the original G1 and these mini transformers. So there you go. And you can see these are very tiny in comparison, and that's why I feel they go really good with the world's smallest transformers if you have a collection of those. Especially the Just Eye Toys figures, which were third-party figures. So there's next to Red Alert, which is an official world's smallest transformer by Takara, and you can see the size is. You know, very, very, very good as far as the scale is concerned. So we'll go ahead and we'll put him aside. Alright. Take a look at Bombshell here. And like I said, I think they did a good job. You know, I don't know if I would have wanted chrome weapons. I think that would have been cool if they would have done chrome weapons. But they didn't. But there you go for size. Once again, you've got Red Alert. So if you actually take his weapon off, he'd be shorter than Red Alert. So, yeah, I mean, this is it's cool. I mean, the price point I think is, I mean, you're paying for 3 figures. So I paid $55 shipped for this set directly from China. That's US dollars. And there we've got Kickback, See, once again, you can see the size difference between the G1. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I really do, I kind of wish they would have done chrome. I mean, chrome deteriorates obviously faster. That's why I always wear gloves for everything. But um, I, I do appreciate the silver paint. It is nice, but I think I would have want to go with some chrome as well. Maybe they'll do a chrome set. Who knows? I wouldn't actually mind having 2 sets of these guys. But there you go. I mean, you can see they definitely scale. They scale very well with World's Smallest. They don't. They obviously don't scale with Generation 1, but World's Smallest they definitely do. I'm gonna keep mine in insect mode. I haven't really decided how I'm gonna display them yet, but like I said, I think they did a good job on them. They're all ball jointed, so there's really no way that you can break these figures. The plastic feels good. It's not too soft. I just think Newage is just doing a really good job. They're doing a good job with you know, with coming out with these mini style figures. And they you know, they're obviously more masterpiece style. You know, where they're kind of doing more of the style of Masterpiece than Generation 1, but I still think they hold real well. So there you go, guys. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this video and this slow transformation, which is what I like to do. If you want to see more of my collectibles, come on back, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.